attack boop. That would have been very close to Canna being able to just really put the screws in as he throws down the ultimate, looks for this solo kill on the Canna. There's the flash forward. The bellows breath comes out, but CuVee eventually gets searing charged to death, and Haru now finds his way in, will get the trade kill, but that solo still fantastic for Canna. Yep, I absolutely love this. T1 always been fantastic at following up with advantages that they get elsewhere on the map. So they see Haru and they just take everything that they have available to them with that extra information. And now Emperor's Divide in the mid lane, Tempt in trouble. He can't get to the lantern eventually, able to walk on over there, but that is a lot of pressure now down. And the heal is on cooldown as well, as there's the Ragnarok that has been popped. Lehends able to get himself out of the way. There's a flash out as Haru makes his way in, but there's the Chains of Corruption. Effort has to flash in order to get out of there. Great hook from Lehends, but he is going to suffer the trade kill as Ellim wants to try and offer more, but Haru's health bar just a little bit too high, and in the end, it is an even trade. Yeah, we're gonna have a look at this replay here and just have a look. I mean, Tempt very close to not making it towards the lantern, actually clicked it through the Emperor's Divide. That otherwise would have just been his demise. And this was Ellim. Good timing on the Ragnarok, but better timing for Haru to turn up and deny any sort of dive attempt.
I think that maybe there could have just been a little bit earlier communication from Ellim, just saying that he has flash, that he's fine. I think Effort got caught out half a second too much longer, trying to see if he needed to add a little bit more CC or not true panic. Oh, we're gonna see another gank in top lane though.
Yep, there's the on-horn has been blown as we have the Ragnarok, and that's a very dead CuVee. The twisted advance into the death chamber. Are going to be able to do to stop this here is Haru at least able to clear out some of the vision, but with 4 members of T1 hanging around in this area, it can be difficult as there's the Cataclysm, but Haru does have to get himself out of there. I like the way he utilized that, but I don't think it's going to be enough to keep him alive unless he gets himself the lantern. Exactly right, keeps him alive. And it's to do with the top lane, which is
the right call though, despite the vision. I guess they decided that Teddy was a little behind, but there's a teleport.
Yep, teleport from Canna coming in first, but CuVee immediately going to match it. Chains of Corruption do come down. It slows down Ellim, but he holds on to the ultimate for a very long time. Finally does press that button, but Canna soaking up all of this attention in the front line. He's going down very low. Good knock up, but he will have to get out, but he can't. The hook is going to land, and he goes down extremely low. Vista trying to take him down, but he's unable to. He survives for so damn long, and Vista's going to bite the dust. A 3-0 in favor of T1.
That risky play, and then not getting the kill. As we see the replay here once again, the teleport was earlier from Canna as well, so they have that advantage. Now you do see a nice chain, but it goes into Olaf, and Olaf saves his Ragnarok, uses it for when he knows he can be aggressive, which is another great part about Ellim's play right here. And Kanna's just taking on all 5 members in the entrance to the jungle. He finally decides maybe this was a little risky. Vista thinks he can get the kill, gets the auto attack, but has to back away, and then the Qs are not hitting and goes to the Scuttle Crab.
I don't know how he survived.
If Vista was able to get his Q off right away, as we see another good initiate onto Lehends.
Yeah, Lehends is dead. On the record of this squad, they did not want that there. It's sitting there as their 2nd game of the season. And, it's just what we want to see is a huge engage. The Varus just dies basically as an afterthought as now Haru trying to run away. Vista, a Void Seeker, is going to find the targets that he wants, but he's not going to be able to fight them. He has absolutely no right to do so, and T1 will continue shoving forward. Shirley is going to pick up a charge on the inhibitor and might even start charging these Nexus turrets as well. She's down to 85 health, but can Harmor Life even get to her? They can't. Shirley, what are you... This is like the most MVP Rift Herald performance I have ever seen.
Against Hanwha.
Yeah, having a look at this. I didn't realize that she also slammed her head into the outer turret.
Oh, so I didn't know that either.
Outer, inner, inhibitor turret, inhibitor, and the Nexus turret. This Harmor Life squad right now, I completely feel your pain. Don't you worry. As Lehends is dead, guys. He's real dead. He's gonna flash. He has the box. Not gonna get knocked up by the searing charge, but Canna really wants to kill him, and he's going to.
Now, I don't know if that was entirely worth it because they just lost the Ornal.
Killer Instinct. Yeah, Teddy's just going to die. So that's a great trade for Hanwha in the end, but the Brambles aren't going to do enough here. as CuVee does dodge the knockup, but it's not going to quite be enough as effort right into the back line. There's the Emperor's Divide as Tempt gets flashed after by Ellim, able to get that reckless swing, lock down the kill, and T1 are avenging their fallen 80 carry with a triple kill for Ellim and the end of the game now for T1.
Yeah, that'll be it, obviously, thanks to Shirley's MVP plays in that mid lane. The lane is wide open, just one. Oh, and the teleport coming in as well, just to make sure that they have every single minion available to get rid of this Nexus, not taking any chances against Hanwha. And that's going to be the
Absolutely not. It's reminding me of the Avatar movie with the gigantic bulldozers. That's exactly what the Rift Herald was this game. T1 just walking past all of the debris and moving towards a victory here in game number 1. 24 minutes.
Aware. Thinks CuVee's just playing a little scared.
Yep, and we'll see whether he has anything leveled up. Only level 1, so has to flash very early in this one. Not going to be able to find the kills. Underneath the turret will trade 1 for 1, but he kills his buffs, and Faker has teleport.
Does not have any. The mark on Haru as well.
Yep, it is going to be secured by Haru, so Ellim with a level advantage though. CuVee moving on down. Tempt is going to be here as well. 3 members, Ellim forced to flash Faker a little bit late on the rotation. So as long as Haru doesn't steal this one away, he is moving up very, very quickly and will have the smite, but Faker secures it. Now has to try and get out, has flash available as Ellim might be jumping into this pit to try and help out, but no. Not going to, as Faker holds onto the flash for a really long time, as Shelly in fact gets angry at CuVee. But Canna's got the rotation over and effort is here in position. And it all looks like it was planned by T1 as they now pick up control. There's the flash forward with the dredge line as CuVee is in trouble. He picked up the Ornhorn, but you're not going to be able to use that from beyond the grave. Just cycle his summoner spells. Just adorable. I love that.
I love it. We're seeing that replay again. I mean, I think the most important part here was the baiting in. And CuVee gets caught out. He thinks, all right, well, I stole Ornn's ult. We might be able to turn things around. But suddenly, it's 4. And then, actually, they don't see Teddy until much later. They're backing off, but we see the teleport coming in as well from Canna.
Yep, it's not going to be the steal as Ellim tried to dance of arrows himself over there. But there's the Ornhorn going to be blocked by a fantastic pillar as Tempt. He's going to fall down as well. A lot of damage available from Zenit, though.
Very dangerous. I mean, they're going to be just unstoppable. And Teddy's going to have a very easy time sitting in the back line. Worrying. Because there's not much of a front line on the side of Hanwha. So that's going to be the difference in how that plays.
Yep, Haru in trouble. The mark has been set up. Good knock up there, but not going to be answered as Faker makes his way in. But slightly off kilter here from T1 as Faker deep into the back line. Does have a lot of that damage mitigation. Will be doing a lot here as Zenit goes down low, but no, not going to be able to get that one done as Lehends.
However, because of that, Faker was able to continue to move about and maneuver around, so he's not taking that much damage. As we see it come out here again, they tried to have a good start. Faker comes in perhaps a little bit too late, or maybe a little too early. And now look at this. Faker's just blocking out everything. They don't have any further CC. Can't lock him down. His back's to the wall, which is where
Zenit not able to get stunned by any of the abilities of Faker, and Zenit able to get the damage back in order to mitigate that one. Great petrifying gaze here from Teddy, though, as Lehends is in trouble. Has himself the black shield, but he's been lit on fire. As now Haru deep into the backline, actually very tanky with that subjugation up. But now Canna moves himself over to the rest of his teammates. But look at this Azir damage, really tearing through T1 right now. And effort has no way to get back into this fight. There's the divide onto 2 members, but Ellim gets back onto his Lamb's Respite, and the Azir is punished for his aggression. T1 turning it all around on its head on the back of a beautiful ultimate out of this Kindred. But Aphelios is still a champion, able to pick up the first kill there as Canna in trouble. This guy loves living on about 100 health, but no, not going to survive this time around. And Hanwha do have more in the tank.
T1 played that so well, and then, like you said, they kind of forgot that Zenit was around, I think, because Zenit was still at full health, just sitting on the back line. Now, the Strand's not going down as quickly as Hanwha would really like. They also don't have their smite.
Teddy, this is aggressive. Not actually able to get that one done, and CuVee had the Kingslayer available. Faker thinking about going in as well, but they didn't coordinate their attack. There is no smite here available on this Drake, down to 5 health. And now Faker is definitely going to go down as CuVee picks it up with a W in their previous matches. Normally it is so coordinated and controlled, but this was haphazard at best.
Yeah, I mean, like you said during that play, obviously Teddy starts that fight out very well with a good ultimate hiding in that brush. But now you see that while we said there wasn't as much of a front line, Hanwha was able to try to push through with Haru up front. But watch here, T1 looks like they should just all die as Aphelios starts to chase through, and we see the ultimate coming up with Azir, and there's the Kindred ultimate, keeping all of them alive, kind of not able to turn things around entirely with his ultimate, isn't able to get back in position, but they still pick up the kill. This is where they should have backed out. I think they just completely blanked for a second on what this Aphelios could potentially do, and with the Black Shield still available, Zenit's just not afraid of anything as that Black Shield comes off cooldown. And once again, Teddy tries to come in, just doesn't understand that he's not going to stand up for the power without any other crowd control available. And Faker as well, I think Faker realizes in the last moment that, okay, with the Black Shield there, maybe I should have jumped in. But it was a little late and gets caught out by that Silas again as well.
Yeah, really disappointing stuff. But T1 still, it's not even 1,000 gold lead for Hanwha Life, but they are threatening. Have a look for that ultimate, have a look for that Ornhorn to see whether it can turn the tides of this team fight. CuVee's going to have one as well, as there's all of the Reds running forward. Tempt is going to get knocked up as the Sun Turret is going to fall down. Moonlight Vigil is massive though, but the Drake is taken by the Ornn. Triple knockup there at the same time as Teddy finds the backline with the Petrifying Gaze, but it's a gigantic Emperor's Divide, and Hanwha Life looks to have routed this team fight. They're not going to be able to pick up the Dragon Soul, but damn, they'll get the ace, and this is going to be massive damage to the T1 base, or just a Baron freely taken by Hanwha.
Put up that turret from Azir in that mid lane, and as they're funneling in, obviously you saw the double ultimates coming in from Ornn. Both hit slightly well, obviously a little bit better from CuVee just straight down the line. But we look at this, Faker jumps in, isn't able to really help with much, kind of does secure the Drake. Teddy's now full health, looking for that Petrifying Gaze, gets it, but look at Zenit. Zenit was supposed to die in that fight and just continues to survive, flashes out, has the protection, and the extra Black Shield allows for another kill participation before he finally goes down and 4 members of Hanwha stay alive. Yeah. Nothing of that nature. They just want more CC in the beginning, as we see Teddy.
Yep, Emperor's Divide. The snake is going to get
looking good. I mean, I don't think T1 can do too much. Maybe they can just buy a little bit of time. They're not even going to risk that, just given the power that Hanwha has right now. Of course, Zenit able to really melt through most people. Maybe not Canna as quickly, but clearly didn't have much of a problem in that last fight either. And of course, we see CuVee continuing to just be a menace on his own. And we saw in that earlier fight as well, saving his teleport for when it's really needed. He's been very good about his map movement and awareness.
Is the lead. We talk about Ornn providing so much gold in stats, but Hanwha, despite that, are still super far ahead as Tempt. Hyper aggressive underneath this turret, and that is going to reap all of the rewards.
The funnel through that entrance.
Well, you can see T1 actually trying to get a flank here as Canna at full health. And we're waiting for a man drop. In goes the Horn as Zenit. The Black Shield is now down. Emperor's Divide used very defensively, but Haru is gigantic. The Stone Plate as well as the Subjugation, and Teddy now has to have the ultimate utilized by Ellim, but CuVee dives in on top of him and will secure that kill. It is answered back as now Ellim trying to dance over, looks for Lehends, but he's unable to do so. And Fakus and Effort survive with Canna there as well, but the base is not going to be so lucky, as even the Sun Turret is being annoying on their way out, as Faker looking for an opportunity, but he's just going to fall Fat Flash over the wall, does what Deft wasn't able to do yesterday, but is still able to escape for the moment. But Zenit is going to stop him. He uses him as a taxi, but Faker will still fall down. And now Effort underneath this turret. There are too many super creeps in Hanwha Life. They've done it again. They've pushed T1 to 3 games, and now we'll have momentum moving into the 3rd. track as well. So this is a lot of control for T1 at this particular point in time. But Lehends is going to ruin everything by just eating this blue buff and buying so much time. Emperor's Divide, though, will destroy the Gragas, and First Blood goes over to Teddy. Always dangerous, but Trisha Barrage, a lot of damage onto Effort, who goes down to about 100. Zenit still trying to chase after him, but Lehends can't quite get the licks in on top as Tempt is going to move on over. They're like fish in a barrel for this Archer, but you can see getting ran around here by Cuzz. And Lehends doesn't quite know the direction that he wants to go, but Cuzz eventually will fall down, making it a 1-for-1 over that extended trade. And turning it in their favor. We're going to have a look at this one once again, and True Shot Barrage damage, I think, was a big difference maker here in this game, because T1 managed to get that kill, but then they got greedy for the rest of them. And you can see Effort is so damn low, and eventually the Varus clears out the minion wave and starts to come down and will be able to pick up the eventuating kill onto Cuzz.
Yeah, I mean, Tempt eventually has to use his ultimate, but I think he's fine with that, securing the kill. Now, the question was, looking at that again, I think Effort was concerned about maybe going on to Faker and shielding him, but Faker was at full health. I don't think there was really any big concern for the Azir.
Haru just clearing out his chickens at the moment, and Effort is in position once again. Lehends just being very, very frustrating as the smite is going to come down, but now Lehends might be in trouble, has to flash in order to get himself out of the way. Great grand entrance, and Teddy secures the kill. Teleports coming through on both sides, but Effort's able to just battle dance his way out. Canna has to flash.
That's true, but they've actually ended up offering so many fights in the jungle that it didn't matter as much. Okay, actually.
Yeah, Ornhorn going to come in, but Cuzz is in perfect position right now. There is an ultimate to offer back as Canna's taking a fair bit of damage, but the Ornhorn's going to get that double knock-up, and he's looking to try and get this trade. The flash from CuVee, he will secure it. He might have Kingslayer back up relatively soon as well, but no, the bite comes down, and it's a 1-for-1. But that is fantastic for Hanwha. As we're going to have a look at this 2 versus 1 yet again. CuVee starting off the fight, finds a really nice abscond to get that knock-up. But Cuzz doesn't have the pillar for quite some time. Had actually used it on the... and just came back up as the Ram was coming back. We're going to see the fight yet again, though, but this time it's going to work out for T1.
That was something they're going to have to keep in mind I guess we're going to see this fight now. The alternate version.
And this might be a pillar actually being utilized effectively, as, nope, it was just CuVee not being able to shoot it in the right direction, and he had to go early, which is, and it feels like there are a lot of trundles in this game when the Mountain Drake does come in, as Effort going down very, very low. The Devour comes in, but Teddy's at full health, as you can see. Teleport to come forward as Canna does have the ultimate available, and now Effort diving on in. He's very low as Lehends is going to go golden. That is not where you want to be, my friend, as there's the Feather Storm, and Teddy grabs 2 swift kills, not allowing either bottom lane member to escape, but the outer turret in the mid lane is going to fall, and Shirley's going to get a heck of a lot of work done here as Hanwha Life trying to do their best T1 from game 1 impression with how valuable these heralds can be.
To those double kills in that bottom lane. I mean, they used pretty much every summoner and ultimate they had in their arsenal.
Yeah, now Effort going aggressive once again. Tempt trying to offer what support he can, but the pillar is going to come down, and Faker does nail the ultimate this time, and Tempt is well and truly dead. Faker wants to pick up the kill, and he is going
coming into this middle part of the game. Let's look at this fight again. I mean, you see the teleport coming in, you know they're going to start dodging. Zenit makes the right play to flash, and then Arcane Shift, but just so much commitment under the tower as we see Teddy flashing over as well to secure it. That's just so much effort you don't think that the team is going to make to secure 1 kill. It turns into 2. And then on the other side, T1 responding once again right away to the potential counter jungle. They read that correctly. And Tempt actually going to be sacrificed with a perfect pillar from Cuzz, almost at max range.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic pillar in the perfect position. That is like, this control ward will be taken down, but the T1 trap is being laid. No Ornhorn available for this team fight, but Cuzz is able to get in there. Great knockup is going to come down as Effort, trying to keep everyone tied up, and the quickness is very valuable. And it's going to be the Silas that falls down. First cab off the rank, and T1 should be able to translate into a Mountain Drake and their first Drake of the game.
Right, Effort goes in, gets the CC, but we saw Faker holding off in his ultimate that time, and here comes the pillar.
There we go again. It's like you told us exactly what to expect, and he does
prioritizing the Trundle ult.
Well, it does make him tanky, so he can play as a frontline if he does have that one available, but won't be able to add this extra CC. And as you can see, it's working out so well for T1. Effort dives on in, he goes golden as well to keep himself alive. The health bars are getting melted by Teddy's damage, and Cuzz flashing forward. Emperor's Delight to provide all of the kills for T1 as Teddy doesn't know where to go. There's just this bounty to be consumed on this map, and only Tempt will survive as T1 push up mid. To break down the base of Hanwha Life. As we have a look at this team fight once again, just far better use of CC from T1. And you were mentioning the Subjugate being picked up by CuVee. That means that he's not going to have that pivotal ultimate from Ornn, which is why you picked the Sylas into that champion in the first place.
I think it would be better. Right now we see that CuVee finally has picked up the Ornn ult for this fight, if there even is one.
Yeah, well, there's going to be the knock up there. It's going to be started as Effort finally does fall down. Maybe bit off a little bit more than he could chew at that particular instance, but whose ram is better as Canna throws his through as well. But Hanwha Life did manage to move to safety before that one happened, and as the dust settles, it's just T1 without their support.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're fine with that. Of course, Baronbo's still available. Teddy's still going in very strong.
In so much trouble. Yeah, Teddy's going to be able to pick up that kill very easily, and now it's a 4v4 truly as we move towards the inhibitor. Teddy down to about half health though, and there is a lot of poke damage available from this Varus. Faker getting tagged by a few of these skill shots, and Hanwha's composition in its poke capacity is starting to show itself, but maybe just a little bit too late here in this game as the inhibitor is going to fall. The inhibitor turret in the mid lane is very low also. He's got his beefed up items as well in his Forge Fire Cape and his upgraded Abyssal Mask, and now the inhibitor turret is going to be taking down the fight. Has finally broken out. Good grand entrance, but it's mitigated by the rest of Hanwha Life, and Effort is going to fall down. Canna now in a whole host of trouble, and Hanwha Life are playing this front to back and doing so quite well. Teddy zoned out of the fight as Faker goes golden and will eventually fall down as well, but now Teddy, the one-man army, is trying to get this fight working in his favor. The Featherstorm comes in, won't have the Blade Caller for a little while longer as the QSS is used for basically no reward. CuVee goes down very low, but Teddy is going to survive as Tempt finally finishes off the kill, and Hanwha Life have managed to defend against T1. Cuzz is alive, and so is the Baron, but I don't think that this Trundle's going to get any steals today.
Therefore, they weren't really expecting Hanwha to just start that fight together against Canna being up front so far. You see right now, Faker's actually outside of the wall, still just trying to gauge what's going to happen. Haru goes in, then he's able to zone Yes to make sure that he avoids all that damage, allows the Chain of Corruption to come through, and that locks up both tanks so that he can finally kill Canna on that Ornn. Cuzz has to run away, and Faker wasn't even able to use his ultimate at any point in that game. He waited a little too long, the team got caught out, and Teddy's left alone trying to pick up one kill, actually just one kill at all, and they're not able to do it.
It looked a little bit like Faker was trying to get right into the backline there with his ultimate available. T1, they're poised for a fight right now.
Oh, the Chain of Corruption not landing. There's Ornhorn.
Yep, that is going to be the go button here, as it's a really good pillar, but the flash after from Faker there, he just eliminates the Ezreal, and Haru's going to follow suit. This is the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. The man in the mid lane has found it in the end. He'll grab the triple kill, maybe even the quadra, as Teddy's looking for the extra damage, and there's the quadra kill for Faker himself. Fantastically playing out this last team fight, and T1 will get the monkey off their back as Hanwha Life fall to their hands.
I mean, after all that trouble, right? After all that trouble that Faker seemed to have this game and that T1 had in the last couple minutes, it really just takes one extensive dash from Faker, chasing all the way through to make sure they kill off one of the carry.
Like a Hellcat.